This is Missy Lynx, and you're listening to the Indie Sports Car Podcast.
Welcome, ICB fans, to a This Is May show. Hey, Missy.
Hello, hello. Yes, this is May, finally.
Sort of, since we've done a show already in May, but all right.
Well, that's true, but yeah, we didn't touch too much on This is May, so we're doing it now. Just a little, what do you want to call this? Little
Uh,
review, just throwing out some things, a discussion of sorts. A discussion we'll have multiple times over the next month, so.
yeah. Probably when we get closer to the 500, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which the number you see right now, as far as cars for the 500, it's going to change.
Right now they're saying there's 35.
Well, not technically the 34, because Pietro Fittipaldi's still on the list.
Well, Dale Coyne is looking for a replacement, so.
But
So in
hasn't.
case anyone didn't know, yes, Pietro Fittipaldi had a crash in WEC during qualifying, and he broke both of his legs. So he will be missing his debut for the Indianapolis 500. Yep. So no Fittipaldi in the 500 this year.
Well, he has Tristan on speed dial, I'm sure.
Well, that's a discussion.
I feel like I'm going to be saying that 3 times this month.
I'd probably be saying that a lot, yes. So,
So,
but I guess your entry list as of right now, I guess if it's subject to change, well, it's going to be subject to change because whoever is going to be driving for Pietro Fittipaldi. But you have Joseph Newgarden, Elio Castroneves, Matthias Lace, James Hinchcliffe, Robert Wickens, Jay Howard, Scott Dixon, Ed Jones, Will Power, Danica Patrick, Tony Kanaan, Graham Rahal, Connor Daly, Sebastian Bourdais. Like I said, the number 19 car to be determined, not Pietro Fittipaldi anymore. Ed Carpenter, Spencer Piggott, Simon Pagino, Charlie Kimball, Sage Karam, Stephen Wilson, Zach Veach, Alexander Rossi, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Carlos Munoz, Takuma Sato, Kyle Kaiser, James Davidson, Max Chilton, Jack Harvey, Pippa Mann, Oriol Servia, J.R. Hildebrand, Gabby Chavez, and Marco Andretti. Is your entry list?
so far.
I think it's a little late for teams right now to try and get in on the 500 at the moment.
Not really.
I think
But
this is going to be it.
Buddy Lazier still hasn't said yay or nay.
I don't think he is.
You don't think?
No.
It's not in stone, and
No.
he's done this the last 2 years.
Well, are they having more refresher courses?
They didn't last year.
Well, he didn't make any of those.
Last year either. Last year it was like last minute decision, remember?
I guess, but I don't think he's going to be doing it this year. I think he crashed last year, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Hmm.
Besides the point. But yeah, was it the 102nd running?
Yes. 102nd running. You're going to have, well, not anymore, but 1, 2, 3 rookies now. Depending on who, I guess, Dale Coyne gets, which I don't see him getting a rookie. Someone threw out Zachary Clayman DeMello, but Dale Coyne seems a little iffy on putting him in there for the 500, so I don't think he's going to put Zachary Clayman DeMello in that car for the 500.
Tristan Voltaire.
And Tristan's name was mentioned. I think there is a conflict on one of the weekends with his IMSA ride, I believe. Maybe because they said something about he could qualify for Indianapolis, but his WEC race he might have to start last, maybe, or not WEC, his IMSA race he might have to start last if he does something in there. But
There's more than one driver. He doesn't have to qualify.
it's true. But
Well, there you go.
well, we'll
Yeah,
see.
his teammate can qualify. So, I mean, but then it's like 2 days straight, though, depending on how well he does. Or how well he doesn't do. Well, no, that's the first day. They're doing bump day weird. Um, how are they doing bump day anyway? I don't know. We'll get, when it gets closer, we'll get more info on that.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that more, but so I mean they've had some testing, like I said. The all the rookies completed their orientation. Wickens, Lace, and Kaiser completed their rookie orientation. Um, I think Robert Wickens uh, took the top spot with speed. I think he got up to his top fastest speed was 220.111. So,
Oh, they did it in steps.
well, yeah, yeah. If anyone doesn't know, the rookie orientation program, the drivers, they complete 10 laps between 205 and 210. That's phase one. And then they do 15 laps between 210 and 215. That's phase two. And then they'll do 15 laps at 215 miles plus. So, and that's the last phase there in order to get them up to speed.
Right. Okay.
So they all pass. And then, of course, you had the refresher course for a lot of for a couple drivers. There was who was in that refresher course? It was Jay Howard, Danica, Sage Karam.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Not sure. I know Danica must didn't do it, like complete it. Came down to her last run where she finally made speed. That's all I know about that.
Hmm.
But whatever.
Oh no, she had an issue though with her car. It was a water temperature issue. I thought she had that was the reason.
So they said.
Well,
You never really know. They can say a whole bunch of things.
I guess, but yeah, they wound up doing the refresher course, but everybody, passed the refresher course, so no worries with that.
Yeah, regardless, as long as we have 34, it's still a bump day.
Right. But I mean, I still think there's going to be 35. He'll find somebody to put in that car.
Yeah. Yeah, speculation already starting, I guess.
Oh, well, sure, because he wants to have it resolved by next week on who he's going to have in the car for the 500. And I guess it's the Indy GP also, right? I thought he was doing both.
Supposed to.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying then.
Might be too late, though.
What? What's too late?
To get another driver in to do the GP.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean,
I don't know. If it's
you
gonna-
know, well, put it this way: if Elio can do the 500 and the GP, there shouldn't be any conflict of interest with Tristan. They race in the same class, so I don't see where the conflict could be. Or even if there's one that would make any sense, there would be, because there wouldn't be a conflict with Elio then.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. I don't. I remember something. I thought because I thought somebody had mentioned it um about it that there's a the conflict, but
Who? Anybody credible?
I don't remember. I don't know if it was the motorsport article because they were throwing out names because like I said they were talking about DeMello, but
No. He
well,
won't.
well, Zachary claiming DeMello. I mean, he could possibly for the GP,
I suppose.
but but the 500, I don't think so. I don't. Yeah. And then then you have to have Texas too because he'll be out for Texas. So I don't know. He's saying he's not sure if Zachary's ready for Texas either. So, but I mean, a lot of the guys are already racing, right? I mean, James Davidson, he was the last minute last year for Sebastian Bourdais, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But he's with AJ Foyt this year and hit the third entry there. Oh, here you go. Here it is. Tristan Vautier, who raced for Corey Moses, was fighting for the Texas. Ha! Blanc, Spain. That's what it is. Blanc, Spain endurance round at Silverstone on Indy 500 qualifying weekend.
Aha.
That's what it was. Not IMSA. My bad.
With Felix?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't think it's. I don't think they race together anymore.
What happened to
But
him?
he's somewhere. I think he's in Blanc, Spain too.
Hmm.
But then they have here, however, someone else could qualify the car for Vautier, and oh, that's what it was. He could start from the back of the grid for the 500.
It just sounds like either way, once
But
Tristan
then,
there.
oh, but yeah, well, I don't know. That's what they threw out. But they also have here, they have Matt Brabham. He's got 500 experience. They also mentioned Ryan Briscoe's name in here
Hmm.
if he wants to do it. But he's then again, he is Sebastian Bourdais. Doesn't he race for them? Sebastian Bourdais raced for Chip Ganassi in their Ford GT program, and they need a third. And
I believe
Briscoe's
so.
there. They got chemistry already going.
Yeah.
And of
Plus,
course, everybody else who would be a one-off, like Munoz, Hildebrand, Servia, Daly, Karam, like I said, Davison, they all got rides.
it's true.
They also mention here other
Alonso. There we go.
possibilities. Oh, yeah. I don't think he can miss Monaco this year again. But then they also throw out names for Indy Lights drivers such as Pato, Colton, Santi. They also mentioned Juan Pedro Haida.
Okay. All right. So it's just a bunch of speculation. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. So,
All right. I wonder if this year it's going to be like the nobody's going to be one of leading the race type of deal with all the passes that have gone through already.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. An unproven car.
But it's May, and that's what May is all about.
And it's all at one track, thankfully. Can't wait.
Yes. Yes.
Looking forward to it.
One race first. You got the GP coming up first, but then after that, actually, we got what 21 days right now today till the Indianapolis 500.
Whose cars you use?
Today was Spencer Pickett's car.
Oh, there you go. I'm guessing
Tomorrow will be the number 20 car with 20 days to go.
you just can't say his name, can you?
What, Ed Carpenter? I can say his name.
You don't want to. I should say. Okay.
So there you go.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about or touch on?
Uh,
The Yay It's May episode?
Yay, this is May. Woohoo! Finally. Um, you want to throw out early predictions on who you think might get bumped? Say it is 35 spots, so two drivers. Who you think's getting bumped?
Um, I, I have no idea. Who do you think? If you had to pick two, rookies probably with no experience. I would have to
Mm,
guess. Would have the best bet to get bumped, I suppose. Then again, we saw Ryan Hunter-Reay get bumped 1 year, so you really never know.
right? Yeah, I can't see that happening though this year. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, I could see, some being like on the border. Like for instance, if you want to throw out being on the border this year, say maybe J.R. Hildebrand, Oriole Servia, Jack Harvey, Chilton, Davison, Kaiser.
Think they might get bumped?
Hey, there's always a possibility, right? I mean, there's only 33 spots. There's 35 cars. So who would be the two?
And then it goes to, okay, say it's a big name. They're just going to buy their way in anyway, right? And yes, that's what Ryan did. They didn't change the rule.
Yeah, but I can't see any of the big names. Like, I mean, for instance, I see Newgarden making it, Castroneves, Hinch, it's Dixon, Will, Tony, Graham, Sebastian Bourdais. I mean, Ed Carpenter, Pagano. I mean, Rossi, Hunter Ray, like
You figure the
Sato.
24, 25 drivers that are almost full time, or at least part time, more than one race. Then you got the one offs, which is about what a little under 10.
I mean, yeah, you got, like I said, you got Hildebrand, Servia, Pippa Man, Jack Harvey's not a one-off. I mean, Davidson, Carlos Munoz, Stephen Wilson,
I hate to
Sage
say,
Carroll.
I hate to see Stephen Wilson get bumped, but
Yeah, I thought about him too. I mean, there's like a handful that are, they're on the board. They're on the, they're iffy.
yeah, it's true. I mean, but then again, there's too many factors that go into it right now.
Oh yeah, it's early. I'm just throwing out early, early things. Might see more over the coming month, but
Yeah, I mean,
just want to do a little short, this is May show,
it,
and we're gonna be talking 500 a lot soon.
probably yeah, like after the GP, say.
Well, yeah, after the GP.
Yeah, but like this week's show coming up will be GP heavy, so not much to talk about the 500 there.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, this are early in the May. I guess it would be fun to look back at what we thought now and what we're seeing at the end. Have a better idea,
Yeah.
like a car list. How many? Yeah, I think people are putting too much stock in how many cars. I still say Lazier still has time to say yeah, or at least his team anyway.
Hmm.
You never know.
Well, sure. Yeah, you never know, but I don't think so. But
I don't think so
you never
either,
know.
but I've seen weirder things happen.
True.
Who do you think's gonna? Well, okay. And then I heard that they're gonna play Jim Neighbors' in Indiana song like on like a tape almost, because the last few years of them trying to do it without him has just been kind of like a failure. I think it just hasn't had that same. I don't know. Wasn't one like a choir maybe? I don't remember.
I think so. Something like that.
It just wasn't the same.
Well, no, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, but then playing him on like from like a previous recording, is that going to be the same? You think it's better? Worse?
Mm, I would be okay with it.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it. I almost
Yeah,
prefer it, I think.
I mean, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I'd say I almost prefer it. Hmm. Yeah, and then you know, IMSA had a race today, right? Yeah. But that's nothing about what we're talking about here.
No, this is strictly a May show.
A lot of excitement about May with their practicing early on in the month was fun. It was fun to see. It was
Yeah,
fun. It was great to see the super speedway hour kids out there. They look great, nice and trimmed out. You know, little wings in the back, little wing in the front. It really accents like the rest of the car and how much just better it looks. And they sound good, and they look fast. I mean, they look racy. Um, yeah, I guess it's all in how close they can get to the back of one another without losing too much grip. I would guess.
I thought I
It,
heard somebody's toe was a 223.
yeah, but it's really hard to take those numbers into consideration because it was just so early on in the month.
Right.
Like they were saying, what they're getting now, they'll find 10 more miles per hour by
That'd be
qualifying.
crazy because they're. I think it was 226 was the.
True, but 230, what, 2 was the pole. So
Yeah, that's true.
that's what I mean. Like they're
Yeah, they'll get up to speed with these cars.
yeah, there's so many, you know, well, I guess less parts to or less pieces of it to really try to iron out. I guess I don't know. I mean, it's not like the last 2 years where we can have a really good idea what these things are going to do. It's not going to be any big surprises really. But this year's going to be full of surprises.
True. Yeah, that is true.
Very. Yep.
Hmm.
So, well, I think it's going to be interesting. Be a very interesting month of May. A lot of racing going on.
Yep.
A lot of good racing. A lot of good MRTI racing coming up too. So, and then we got the Freedom 100 that Davey Hamilton Jr. is going to be a part of now.
Yep.
Be great to see Sean Rahal in there too. Just throwing it out there. That'd be one heck of a grid, huh?
Yeah.
Who knows? It could. I don't know how it could be a better finish than that 4 wide, but maybe we got 5 wide. Who knows?
Mm.
So, well, what's the one part of May other than the 500 you're looking most forward to?
Qualifying. Bump
Particularly
day.
bump
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, bump day. Well, I mean, because there's been controversy out there. Some people have said, well, it's taken them so long to actually get a bump day. Because when's the last time we had a bump day?
It's been a long time. About 4 years, 5 years at least.
Mm. I mean,
And then they're like,
so
constantly swapping cars around to be next in line and all that good stuff.
right, but it's just one of those like you haven't had a bump day in a while, so I guess people are on on the one of the cusp saying, well, you haven't had a bump day in a while, so why would you bump out cars that you finally got a bump day back for? But then it wouldn't be the Indianapolis 500 if there wasn't a bump day.
Then there's no such thing as calling it a bump day anymore. Then, if you want to go that way, yeah, enough with the over 33 count, people. And I'm starting to see a pattern with the people who are yelling for this. So just accept the fact there will always be 33, no matter what. Moving on. I know they've changed it here and there. There's a reason why they didn't keep it. I wasn't alive the last time they changed it up to 35. I can just imagine the outcry of people being mad about it. You change anything about this race, and people lose their over it.
True.
People will beg for have 35, and after 35, people be freaking out that there's 35.
Yeah.
So
So I'm looking forward to the bump day. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been saying it for years. We need a rec.
I like the excitement of, who's gonna get bumped. Who's it gonna be?
Yep, it's very true.
And you can speculate all you want all month long, and then when it happens, you're just like, wow, okay, well that's not what I thought. Or that is what I thought.
It always turns out to be somebody you didn't expect.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to bump day.
Me too. I would say that. I agree with you. That's what I'm looking most forward to because no matter what, some good controversy is going to come out of it. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
and it was encouraging to see like how many people were streaming just like the early practices that were really just makeup days from March. Really, it's because March the weather was just too bad to even bother. So.
Mm.
Alrighty, and then a whole lot of other fill in the blank type of stuff is we'll be filling the blanks till the upcoming race at the end of the month, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
So there you go. So I just wanted to do this kind of it's May, everybody. Everybody's been hashtag is it's May yet? Well, yes it is.
That's right. Hashtag this is May. That's all May is about.
Yep. Oh, and the biggest thing, the last Indy 500 ABC will have to cover. So that's great. Looking forward to the NBC coverage next year. How much better it'll be, I can't even imagine.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that IMSA's going to NBC also next year, but that will be for the main show. My complaints about that.
Wow. Okay. Can't wait to hear the complaints about that.
So yeah, that's this show. So I guess on that note, uh, you know that of course even Frank knows. Like we've been saying, this is May.
Yay.